And across the way for the Saginaw Spirit, the biggest name, at least on the printed roster sheets tonight, the one that's going to jump out and catch your eye, Zayne Parekh, highest scoring defenseman in the CHL this season, 96 points. Makes his return for the first time since Game 6 in the Sioux. The Spirit missed him in Game 7 against the Greyhounds, but got through. They're going to need him here. They're down 2-0 to the London Knights, and the Hamilton Spectator Trophy winner, Zayne Parekh, is back in the lineup for the Saginaw Spirit. Willis and Misa flank him. They had one of the better scoring chances in game number 2. It was a cross-crease pass that Michael Simpson lunged out with and grabbed with the left pad. They work it back around in the offensive zone here in the first period of Game 3. Zayne Parekh's going to get a stick up high from McHugh, and the first penalty here in Game 3 is going to send Nolan Lalonde to the bench and McHugh to the box. In the net 2 nights or last. Sapavala between Christopoulos and Beck, and Christopoulos helps it back to Zayne Parekh. Over to Caleb Mangoni. Center point, Parekh looks up, takes a shot. That one ricochets wide. Rebound chances off a body right in front. Jam play. Simpson 2 saves, and it pops out for Parekh in the circle. Parekh back underneath. Owen Beck near wall. Cross ice feed. Mangoni near side. That one's off a body. Mangoni gets it back. And again off Denver Barkey, but picked up by Caleb Mangoni. Goal line Sapavala. Behind the net looking for a way out. Finds Mangoni. Back up top. Parekh near side. Beck faked the one-timer through the seam. Here's Mangoni. Put in front. It's Sapavala. Just tapped it wide on the back post. And the Knights clear. Frantic start on the power play. Good puck movement for Saginaw. 45 seconds gone. Mangoni, the distribution guy, it would seem, as he's going to send this one on through for Beck. Pokes it past Isaiah George. Mangoni to chase it down far corner. Topped up. Christopoulos, and then Parekh helped to keep it in. Christopoulos swinging a miss there, and a blocker saved by Simpson. And now Beck tries to hang this one on and across for Mangoni. Knights intercept. It'll be Cowan back the other way shorthanded. Parekh dropping back. Cowan's in. Backdoor feed. That one's off the outside of the cage from O'Reilly. Sapavala picks up the loose puck. Goes back to the bench on a change, and some head shakes for the top unit. They don't love that scoring chance against, but gotta love some of the ones they generated. Parekh up for Michael Misa. Second unit gets a shot. Sam Dickinson assisted on the game winner in Game 1. Number 7 ranked North American prospect. Sapavala back for Beck. Quickly across. Zayne Parekh. Right circle shot. That one blocked by Isaiah George. Knocked out of the air by Sapavala's stick, and this one gotten up to McHugh. Trying to get inside on the Saginaw captain. Here's McHugh headed to the net. Throws it back in front. It's off Hashay's skate and stays out of danger for the moment. McHugh, rising shot, saves the line with the right pad. Isaiah George is on it. Beck is on George, and now the loose puck. Short slip for Zayne Parekh. Takes a chop for McHugh and plays this perfectly across for Hashay, then up to Sapavala with speed. Sapavala in delay, shoots, great save. Simpson rebound is loose. Hashay can't make control of it. McHugh onto the far wall. Kicked out by Owen Beck. McHugh gets it back. Loose puck guided by Dickinson on for Cowan. The Knights will double back. Sapavala trying to pick Cowan's pocket. Regains control in front of the penalty boxes halfway through the 4-on-4. Cowan dishes far side. McHugh handcuffed by Parekh. Loose puck just a little bit too far for Owen Beck. And so it's steered back into McHugh. Takes that shot. That's going to cut through the goal crease as well. Up off the far wall. And Owen Beck has McHugh in front of him. He'll just send this back in. To center Willis and Mangoni, and Joey Willis, who talked in his post-game press conference about being excited to be back home. Tries to jump this one into the offensive end. He'll have to come back out and just send this one in. Neutral zone face-off against Michael Misa. If you're just with us, Hunter Hates, 5th of the postseason, has Saginaw up to the 1-0 lead. As Caleb Mangoni takes an elbow high from Dickinson. Jams the puck back in, throws a shoulder of his own. Bonk hit by Willis. Dickinson jams it through onto the tape of Misa. Close support for the Spirit. Dickinson knocks Misa off and throws this up the near side for Haltonen. Laid into space, Landon Sim. Gonna chase after this one. Braces for contact with Zayne Parekh. Up to the far wall, Mangoni. Aired out, picked up by Parekh. He's in, can't make a play, follows it on, far side Willis. Dances into the corner, Willis in front, just barely missed. In the London end. And Sapavala wins it back for his captain. Hashay to Parekh. Settles the rolling puck, takes a look, that's off the skate of Julian and back to neutral ice. Down for ice. Something happens to your number 1 goaltender, and lo and behold, in Game 2, something did happen to Andrew Olkin. Nolan Lalonde's been phenomenal ever since. Gazazov back and behind the Saginaw net. To the left point, Woolley's shot, double deflection, rebound comes back out, they score! It's Gazizov again! Through some... Face-off nearly won by Sapovalov. Knights are going to come in behind him and steal. Barkey coughs it up though to Saginaw's Christopoulos. Then Mangoni and Parekh to restart out of the Spirit end. Beck dances up. Cross-ice pass is picked up by Mangoni. Christopoulos has to back off of him. He's an option. He's got the puck. Now up high, Parekh for Mangoni. Right circle, goal line, Sapovalov. Jam play. It's right into the glove. Power play continues. Owen Beck opens up. Finds Zayne Parekh with traffic in front. Far side Mangoni wanted to go back through the seam. Cowan read it perfectly. Beck is running out of room. He's going to dance away from McHugh and then send this one back up to Parekh. Spins it there onto the tape of Bonk, and now here's a chance. McHugh back the other way. He's got Parekh to come back, and a shot and a save, and the rebound is picked up by Mangoni. Zayne Parekh forcing the issue. And now here comes Mangoni. And it's back off Sapovalov for Willis. Parekh finds him in the corner. Angling there with Woolley. Denver Barkey comes over and spins this puck up to Julian. Gazizov off the right skate of Braden Hache. Gazizov's cross-ice pass is settled down by Zayne Parekh of the Spirit. Up the far wall, Sapovalov delays and spins, finding his captain. Hache for Willis, give and go. Misa to the net, shoots, and a save by Simpson. Good work by Woolley to limit Misa's opportunity. Still gets a good shot away. As Misa is held up in front of the net by Woolley, Spirit fans want a penalty. This puck is back up into Spirit territory. Knocked away by Hache. Parekh there for Willis. Reeled in by Sapovalov. Poke check just outside the line. Going to keep on going. Far wall. Willis. Back for Zayne Parekh. Takes the shot. That's off Denver Barkey. Taps this one back to drive wide. Sam Dickinson closes him off. And then it's George. Up to the far wall. Barkey's going to throw this one up and over the stick of Sapovalov. Julian's on his horse. Jacob Julian and Sapovalov collide. Puck rimmed around to the near wall. Zayne Parekh. First game back in the lineup since game 6 of the last round. Sapovalov stove that one off the foot of Misa. Mike's going to get it back. Back for Sapovalov. Here's Parekh, skate to stick. Takes a shot blocked by Bonk. Now it's back for Hache. Parekh at the wall. Left on for Misa. Woolley charges after him. Bonk takes it away. Too far for Gazizov. Hache and Sapovalov for the Spirit. It pops off of Gazizov. Saginaw Sapovalov lays it back underneath, wanting Willis. Misa along the rescue. Woolley right behind him. Sapovalov up through the skates of Hache, trying to lean in front of Gazizov. Did so just long enough. And Joey Willis is without a helmet as he got tangled up with Bonk behind the play. Misa leaves it for Sapovalov. Bloom is on for Willis. And Sapovalov's going to hit him with a pass while falling. Usual suspects to start for Saginaw. Bouncing puck in the circle, Christopoulos and Beck. Up for Parekh, return pass, Owen Beck. Hesitates away from O'Reilly. Beck spinning away from him. Up top, Parekh walking in near side. Beck fan on the one-timer. As Parekh may have taken something up high. This one is sent back and picked up by the goaltender Lalonde, dropped off for Zayne Parekh. As he's yelling at the official right now, I think Parekh may have caught a shoulder or something as he made that pass. Mangoni near side, Sapovalov. Dickinson laid this one ahead. Glove down by Zayne Parekh. 1:20 in the period. Beck is over the line, driving wide on George. Beck below the goal line. Wants to bring it back at himself, throws it on through. Here's Parekh high in the zone, near side. Nobody home on that tap. Beck slips this one back in behind the net. George gets it out past Caleb Mangoni. And the Knights have cleared and earned a line change. Parekh up for Hunter Haight. Second unit comes out. Willis. Stuck at the puck into the offensive zone, and instead it's Isaiah George for the Knights. Off of Barkey, and he's in some discomfort. Barkey favoring that left arm as he nearly fell into the penalty box as Gazizov was released. Back at 5-on-5, Haight in. Haight shoots, and a save by Simpson. Flyby from Owen Beck. Turning shot by Hache. Postseason is on. The Spirit have it. Hache does well to settle that down at the blue line. Off the skate of Josh Bloom, cycles it back in deep. Beck trying to lean past O'Reilly. Settles it down, stumbles in the corner. O'Reilly throws that up into space. Cowan knocked away by Parekh. McHugh dances in, drops it off. Here's Dickinson heading to the net, tries to split the defense. Hache jammed it away, but Dickinson's still on it. Goal line McHugh trying to walk out, sends it through. George shot deflection there. I think Hunter Haight got a stick on that. Sent to the net. That one deflected wide. Hate's on it for the Spirit. Up to the near wall, intercepted by Isaiah George. Stick check from Hunter Haight. George is down the near side. Parekh tries to lean in after him, send this one back around. Easton Cowan from the far corner. Throws this one through, it's off the near boards. George, stick check from Hunter Haight, and then it's Hache. Haight to follow on. Riley settles it down for the London Knights and jams it back in deep. Hache goes back and forth. This time it's onto the stick of Woolley. And Joey Willis can't take it away cleanly. Julian wins it back. George. Tripped up by Caleb Mangoni, bouncing puck. Shot back down below the goal line by Ethan Hay. Bonk nearly turned it over. Mangoni takes some punishment for that one, gets back up, tries to keep going. Bonk sent Mangoni into Isaiah George. Knights still do get this puck back out to center. And Braden Hache has Gazizov right on him. Parekh into space, too far for Hay. Denver Barkey picks it up and lays it back in behind the Saginaw goal. Hache, spun by Gazizov. Barkey slips it back through. It's onto the tape of Zayne Parekh. Now muscled by Julian. Moves the puck to Mangoni. Just inside, sends it across. This one poked off by Bonk. And Hache lets that one go into the glass. Zayne Parekh at the right point. Cross for Denisio. Tries to dart through. Gets it over for Beck. Return pass that one. And for the Spirit, Owen Beck is back on the board for the first time since Game 4 in Owen Sound. And he is full steam into the offensive end. Trying to slip it back through for Haight. Beck's going to throw a shoulder into Woolley. Cowan back up into the neutral zone. Cowan back across, put it right onto the tape of Bloom. Beck plays this puck offside. Engaged in the Eastern Conference Final with North Bay. Mangoni up for Parekh off this draw. Mangoni gets it back, takes the shot, it's off a body, and it was Christopoulos in front. Keep an eye on 48 here on this shift for Saginaw. Parekh shot off of Cowan. Hache taps it back in deep. Ethan Hay wins a puck battle against McEwen, tries to slip on through. Hay wants to bring it out, takes a stick, tries to give one of his own to Cowan, and he slips this one back out for Christopoulos, rolling puck back in the Spirit end. Hache, hammered by McEwen. O'Reilly, cut off by Hache, given on to Zayne Parekh. 9 minutes gone in the second. Parekh has that knocked out of his control. Sim follows O'Reilly, takes the shot. That's going to knock the stick out of Parekh's hands. He's got to pick it back up, can't make a play. He's going to force Sim wide and do the best that he can. Mangoni, the short chip off the wall. Christopoulos could have had it going back the other way. There were skates in the way. Here comes Mangoni, still in. Walking wide, takes the whack from... And Shapovalov does win it back. Hache to Zayne Parekh, sent back in. Misa tries to get it through. Parekh is going to hold this one in. Walk it out to the far side. Cut back on McEwen. And they score! Parekh put it to the net. It's off the right skate of Misa. He had no idea that puck was in, and the Spirit take a 3-2 lead.
Never a bad play, kicking it to the net.
Michael Misa, fourth of the playoffs. Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck, and the Spirit have had quite a bit here in the second period of Game 3. And for Simpson, what are you supposed to do about that? That's a shot that's going about 10 feet wide.
Take it out of the back, that's what you do.
Hits off the right skate of Michael Misa from the bottom of the circle.
You dig it out of the back of the net. There's nothing else he could do on that one.
9:06 left. And they are going to review. 9:06 left in the second period. Saginaw the 3-2 lead. And it seems to be the shots you don't expect to hit the back of the net here in Game 3. Willis dumps this one out. It's off the left glove of Dickinson. He's hit by Michael Misa. And a stoppage on a hand pass, and Haltonen comes over to give me Haight and Sim the offsetting minors. So 4-on-4. Parekh's back in his own end. And we will keep an eye on Sim and Haight when they come out of the box. Sim had a lot to say to Zayne Parekh. Beck down the right side. One goal already tonight. Stops up in the corner. His pass was deflected by Dickinson. Beck's going to close him off, and Zayne Parekh rescues the puck in his own end. Dickinson's all over Parekh. He's lost his right glove. Makes the play. Moves it to Beck. Braden Hache is over the line and drops it off to Josh Bloom. Near side pass. Off the stick of Owen Beck. Tries to wave that one towards the net. They send it back in deep again. Dickinson is hit by Mangoni. McHugh, little slip pass into space for Sim. Poked by Gervais and waved back in by Zayne Parekh. London's Dickinson. Sends this one on through. Parekh takes the clear, and McHugh takes a run at Zayne Parekh. Mangoni the return. Now Hay onto the stick of Hay. Ethan Hay tries to cut back in. Hasche's taken down by Gazizov. Rubbed down by Zayne Parekh, and McHugh's in his grill again. Far wall. Sebastian Gervais into space. Ethan Hay bumped off the puck by Dickinson. Up in the neutral zone for Joni. Ducks away. And the physicality is turning up. Zayne Parekh gets a face full of Max McHugh. Offensive zone face-off for the Spirit. Willis has to chase it down. Puck squirts in front. Misa's going to put that off the outside of the cage. Sapovalov comes over. Puck is held into the backhand and moved into the corner by Hache. Willis the first man there. Misa close support. Hache holds again. Takes a shot. Deflects in there. Sapovalov was waiting in front. Parekh sends it back in. Sapovalov was handcuffed by Nickel. Gets out in the circle. Top of the zone. Sapovalov drops it off for Parekh. Michael Misa again. Takes a long shot. That one deflected onto. This one is almost intercepted by Josh Bloom at the London blue line. Parekh back for Hunter Haight. Send it wide. Tries the dart past Woolley. Beck catches up to it in the corner. Pokes it on for Hunter Haight. Down below the London goal line. Puck stands on edge. Beck tries to get it back through. Hangs on to the top of the zone. Beck near side for Parekh. Back across for Hache. Long shot. Deflects and they score! Haight again!
Big goal. Big goal.
And the Saginaw Spirit have their first 2-goal lead of the conference final. And it is a battle in front of the bench right now. Spirit are vocal. Cowan back the other way for the Knights. Trying to drive wide, a rising shot that's over the head of Nolan Lalonde. Brustevich, and Parekh has been stuck by Cowan. Mangoni just able to get a touch on this. Doesn't go down for an icing. No, and Dickinson will hammer it around. He's trying to keep Braden Hache on his side of the red line. Zayne Parekh off the opening faceoff. Stretch pass is right onto the tape of Owen Beck. He's in, trying to drive wide. Beck takes a shot. That one whistles wide. Julian tries to get it around Hache. Beck wanted to spin it back up. Hache takes a look. He sees he's got Barkey in hot pursuit. Taps this one back over for Parekh. The return to Hache. Spun back on to Parekh. Barkey trying to force the issue. Parekh has a short outlet up the near wall. Hunter Haight comes on to help. Knights do well to wrestle that one away in the offensive zone. Puck was cut down by Bloom, but he stumbles. Bonk's going to skate into this one, turn it back through between the wickets of Barkey. Julian off the skate of George, put right onto the tape of Bloom. Trying to fly the zone is Parekh. He's got it through. Parekh headed to the net, chopped that, still gets a shot away, and he's going to go awkwardly into the end wall. And here come the Knights back the other direction. Parekh is back up. Hunter Haight, and he's offside as Parekh was unable to get back in time. But the good news for the Spirit, though he is frustrated, no worse for wear. Parekh does still get a shot off. Goes down hard into the end wall, and that left leg gets twisted up a little bit, but right back up and into the play goes Parekh. Wide. Held at the point by Parekh. Dished back for Joey Willis. He walks high in the zone. Parekh, one-timer. That one kicked out by Simpson. For Joni, back underneath to Michael Misa. Spirit look to keep rotating. Here comes for Joni. Sim is right in front of him. 50-50 puck, and the Knights jam this one up to O'Reilly. Look out, home run pass. It's on and off the tape on McHugh. Reaches after it, hesitates, puts it off of Lalonde, and he's going to see this one taken back into the boards. One of the Spirit players collided with Landon Sim. And just getting himself back up is Zayne Parekh. 17:24 to go in the third, and it has been a physically taxing game for the Saginaw defenseman. Not exactly the welcome back to the lineup from a physical standpoint that you would like, but from Parekh, the results so far in this game are hard to argue. 2 assists on 2 very crucial goals in this hockey game. And he slides back to make the play. For the ages from Saginaw. Dickinson up the near wall. Stretched wide by Parekh. Dionisio behind the Saginaw goal. Shouldered there by O'Reilly. Landon Simmons back on. Right onto the tape of Zayne Parekh. Another stretch pass is cut off by Dickinson. London defenseman left the puck behind. Knight's got a touch up. Dionisio fires it back in, trying to spring Mangoni. He's alone and a shot in the glove save. Oh, how about Owen Beck helps an offensive zone face-off back. Parekh opens up, finds Haight. Curl and drag. Hunter Haight to the net, just wide past the goalpost as Bloom was looking for a touch. Hache, top of the zone, fired off of Haltonen. Ryder Bolton goes to the air. Bounces in front of Haltonen, fielded by Hache. Chopped back in by Josh Bloom. Owen Wilmore, trying to take it to the net. Haight has to help. Hache steps into one, and that doesn't miss the goaltender by much. Zayne Parekh run out of the zone by Bolton. Puck into the left corner. Hache on with Haight and Beck. Bloom braces for contact with Bolton. Puck up to the right point. Parekh finds Hache. Long shot. That one's over the net again. Hunter Haight again, right corner. Rustevich sends him off. And this one rimmed back around. Hache waiting behind Van Gorp, does get this puck out to center. And it's Josh Bloom back in his own end for Zayne Parekh. Back to Josh Bloom on the return.